Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to the channel for another evening show with myself and Kev. Thanks for joining me, Kev. Kev said that we should be very lucky to have him on because he was considering bailing on the stream. He was going to abandon the stream.
I'm cooking, man. I'm fucking like 100 degrees in this room.
We need a different type of cook at the moment, Kev. We need you to cook
I am
verbally.
I'm deep fried in this bedroom right now, man. It's boiling. It's about 300 degrees. I've got big fan next to me right here. I'm still boiling. It's horrible, but I was literally gonna go and lie in my bed and sizzle. But you should be happy that I'm on.
Hey, Kev, do you know? I just realized. Do you know what this is?
What's that? Football cup.
This is from Philadelphia, mate.
Okay. Got the merch. You're gonna keep that for life.
We took it back. I bought a bottle, a glass of water, whatever. But it's a bottle. Then pour it in this glass. We just took two of them back with us. They're great. They actually keep the water cold as well. So that's pretty cool.
But that's a mug for life.
That is a mug for life, isn't it? Yeah, it is a mug for life. But I mean, Kev, I'll be honest, mate. We've got a lot to get through. As much as I want to chit.
Yeah. For him, everybody, I think Alex is gone somewhere.
I don't know what the hell happened there. No, I was going to say, as much as I want to chit chat, like we've got a lot to get through. There is a lot going on at Chelsea right now. So I feel like this is one of those episodes where we just need to sort of crack on.
When do we ever have a time where there's not a lot going on, bro? It's always action-packed. Action-packed Chelsea. Don't sleep on us. There's always something. Last night we was talking and then here we go. None of Madueke is gone. And then all of a sudden now I'm seeing that Petrovic is gone. All in the space of a fucking day. So yeah, there's a lot to get through and I'm sure we'll touch up on all conversations as usual. Another busy day at the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we had yesterday. This is Fabrizio Romano tweet that come out, and it was all about Madueke. We found out it's a £52 million deal with £48 million in sort of a direct payment. I think 4 million in add-ons. So it's a great deal. It's a great deal. No matter how you want to dress it up, it's a fantastic deal. I don't know anyone's looking at this deal and able to take something negative from it, except for the fact that you go, well, Madueke had potential. He could have potentially done something for us. So like this, Kev, I could be a bodybuilder, but you don't see me in the gym. So that's the reality of the situation. This is a player who had 2.5 years to prove himself, didn't prove himself, and we still managed to make an extra 20 million. So why is anyone 24 million?
24 million pound profit to be precise. Because we bought it for 28 million and got rid of
29. So 23 million pounds of profit.
28 million pound we bought him for. That's what I've seen. 28 million pounds. So that's
I'm sure it was 29.
24 million pound profit.
All right.
On a player who's worth no more than 18 million pounds on his stats alone.
I think he's worth a bit more than 18 million.
Nah. There's players at the bottom of the Premier League with better numbers, bro. Let's be real. There's players that have played a lot less games for the bottom 4 or 5 clubs that have got similar numbers who he can pick up for 15 to 16 million pounds. So why would someone be worth more who's played more games for a better team? Do you understand what I mean? So the guy is completely overrated. We talked about him enough last night. Happy that he's gone. Good riddance. Hope you have a safe flight back. Complete the medical and see you later. Let's move on to the next topic. Madueke's gone, and I've heard that he's on a flight to London as we speak. So brilliant news.
Hey, yeah, he's on his. Apparently, he had a training session after that as well, which I didn't understand. I was like, why the hell?
But basically,
why is he even still a part of this squad if if he's gone.
that was probably his goodbye. Goodbye. Obviously, the news brought last night. He's probably had his little last session today. Said his goodbyes, and he's gone. That's it. Done.
Hey.
I am so proud and happy to know that the board have since sense. End of the day, they brought him in. They brought him in for one reason and one reason only, is to move him on for profit, and that's what they've done. £24 million profit. I applaud them for that. Brilliant. The guy is nowhere near a Chelsea standard player. He never has been. And to be honest, I couldn't watch another season of him dribbling past players and hitting the side netting or scuffing the shot or not finding his player or making the right decision, not finishing his chances when he's in clear-cut opportunities. The repetitive cycle. He's not improved. He's not. Come on. Who's to say Arsenal won't do it? But for now, I think the deal suited all parties, and with Arsenal, I'm sure he can push Saka for that second place down the right side.
I'm with you there. I'm with you. Big up to everyone that's in the building as well. We're going to go through the chat briefly as well before we move on to the next topic, the main topics. Obviously, Petrovic, Amougou. We're going to be talking about Jadon Sancho as well, because this could potentially be interesting information with regards to the Rodrigo deal as well. We'll get to it. We've got about 60 of you in here at the moment. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Let's get straight up to 30 likes on the video. Let's at least get half of you. Smash that like button if you're enjoying, or if you're happy about the news of Madueke leaving with the price tag. Big up to everyone. Big up to you, Steve. He says, so Clown Lake is selling our best goalkeeper and keeping our worst goalkeeper. Really genuinely brilliant. Profit over trophies. Rubik says, Petrovic has one good season at McDonald's League. We need better than that anyway. No big deal. Big up to Father. Sunday at the Fulham Road. Hopefully going to be packed. I'll be honest, mate. I'm watching at home. Yeah, I'm watching Wimbledon first at 4 o'clock, and then I got the Club World Cup at 8. So I've got my weekend laid out pretty well. I want a chilled out weekend, Kevin. I don't know about you, but
yeah.
You know, when the football's not on, as in you're not going, it's nice to just break away a little bit, you know, and I'm going to try and do that. On Sunday, Chelsea 3, PSG 2, and Nkunku score our first goal of the game for us. Interesting prediction. Big up to Ayusuf as well. Luke says 48 million for Madueke is a madness. Fair play. Kai says this headline spoiled my night. I was waiting for Petrovic to play next season. I'm totally with you on that one. Although we all knew this was going to happen. Woodshedder says win for us, lose for Arsenal. And you've had a couple of other comments as well. I mean, Kev, just reacting to what people are saying, it seems like people are unhappy with Petrovic leaving Chelsea. I mean, we might as well share the tweet while we're at it. What was your thoughts on this when you first saw it? Because Fabrizio tweeted Petrovic to Bournemouth. Here we go. After an official bid revealed this week of 25 million, Chelsea accept all final conditions. Petrovic will undergo a medical in the next days, as David Ornstein reports. Bournemouth have always been favourites, while Petrovic signs a long-term deal.
Not surprised. We knew he was going somewhere. To be fair to you, I would have probably loaned him again. Tried to increase his transfer value, which we spoke about before, or tried to put him in another deal to bring in another keeper. With Menyan, we talked about before, potentially put him in a swap deal with him or something in the lines of that. But they've made their little profit and they're happy with that. It's just absurd that we've still got Robert Sanchez as our number one when Petrovic is clear on him. Why not bring him to the Club World Cup, start him every game because you know he's a better keeper, and then try to shift him after the Club World Cup if he's not part of the plans? I just don't get why we're doing it now. The planning from Clown Lake at the moment is fucking shocking, bro. And I tell you now, if we go into next season with Sanchez as our number one, don't come at me, Alex, saying, "Are you happy with with final place. Are you happy with this? Are you happy with that? No, I'm not happy with nothing, bro. Because it's a shit show, bro. I will never be happy with what I'm witnessing on a regular basis because nothing what they're doing makes sense, bro.
I'm so sorry,
Sanchez
Kev.
is
I know you're having
Sanchez.
a serious moment. That comment did make me laugh.
Which what did they say? Oh,
Nice sponsorship for
shit,
Bournemouth.
BJ should be fucking BJ 69. Fuck me. Yeah,
Oh my god.
mate, I can't cope with the planning and the ideas that these board members are having. Yeah, they've made the profit on Petrovic. What if he goes to Bournemouth now and he absolutely kills it next season?
Oh, he will, mate. He will.
I don't know. I don't know. But
no, we do know. We do know.
Yeah.
Petrovic, in my opinion, was already one of the best keepers. Up and coming keepers in Europe, irrespective. I honestly believe that Petrovic will become a world class goalkeeper. It didn't matter if he was playing for Chelsea or not. I've seen enough to see that this guy is a serious goalkeeper. I've seen him in person. I've seen him on the telly. I've seen him for Chelsea. I've seen him for Strasbourg. We know what he was like in the MLS, which is why we signed him. And to be quite frank, I think that 25 million is an absolute steal for Bournemouth. I mean, they have pulled our pants down, but at the same time, I mean, we wanted to get rid of him. So I can't sit here and say that it's terrible business from Chelsea in the sense of we were trying to negotiate a high fee, but nobody else would meet the price. And that's why we dropped. We said we had this gentleman's agreement with Petrovic because he wanted guarantees of first team football at Chelsea. And we couldn't guarantee that he would start ahead of Robert Sanchez and Jorgensen. And that is precisely the reason that he didn't come to the Club World Cup, because people say, oh, he's got an ego. You've got to think about the team. I'm sorry. You are allowed to have an ego when you're competing with Robert Sanchez and Jorgensen, and you've just had the season that you've had at Strasbourg. You are allowed to have an ego. It's totally different when someone like João Felix comes in and isn't happy that he's not starting ahead of Cole Palmer. Totally different. You got a player who has been performing and players who haven't been performing. It's black and white. It's black and white, and that's why this transfers it's such a poor piece of business as well. I think it was Alex Goldberg. I'll see if I can find it as well. Alex Goldberg, I saw a tweet from him saying it's good business and good profit that we've got for Petrovic. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's terrible business and it's terrible profit, because we are not looking at a £25 million player when we literally just sold Noni Madueke for 52 million. What? You telling me that Madueke has more of an impact in a side than Petrovic, who I'm telling you can become one of the best goalkeepers in world football? Petrovic, in my opinion, bare minimum that you sell him for is 35.
Bro,
and his genuine value, in my opinion, is about 40.
I don't see where you've got.
We have just totally let our foot off the gas here. But, that's, yeah.
I just don't see where you've got this idea that he's going to be the best keeper in the world, though, bro.
I didn't say he's going to be the best keeper in the world. I said he can be a world-class goalkeeper. Absolutely.
I haven't seen enough of him.
Mate, I'm telling you, when he's at Bournemouth, watch that guy.
Yeah. If he does that, maybe, yeah. But right now, as we speak, I have got no idea.
He's just come off the back.
All I know is he played a few games for us season before last. Apparently, he's had a good season in the French League, and that's it, bro. That's not enough for me.
Kev, you watched him. You watched him when he played for us as well. Don't tell me that
he was decent. He was decent.
Very good. He was very good.
Yeah. Well, he just did what he had to do, brother. Save.
That's the whole fucking job, mate. That's the job. You're supposed to save.
Yeah. Of course. But that's not enough for me. There needs to be a level.
What the fuck do you want him to do?
There needs to be a level of consistency, brother. You can't just do it for 3 or 4 games and all of a sudden he's
3 or 4 games, Kev.
Whatever he played, he didn't play.
He's been contracted at Chelsea.
He didn't play much games, bro. He didn't play
He
much
played a
games.
full season for Strasbourg, and he played about 40% of the season under Poch.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I've seen enough of him myself to.
He's played more first team football.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough. Personally, I haven't seen enough of him.
Maybe about the
next
same
season.
Sanchez,
Maybe next season he goes to Bournemouth and he puts up the same performances as Strasbourg. But obviously he's coming to a league where he'll get tested a lot more because he's going to be in the better league. It's going to be.
It doesn't matter what league you're in. People shoot and you save the shot. It's different.
He's going to be in a different league. He's going to be in a different league. He's going to be testing more as a keeper. Simple as that. In the French league,
he's been tested and he's overcome a lot of the. How can you say that he hasn't performed to a level which is worthy of?
I've never said that. I've said
but you're insinuating like you don't think he's going to become a top player
because I haven't seen enough of him.
You don't think he will?
The top level. At the top level.
Okay, let me say this. Do you think that Petrovic
he's played 40% of one season
for Chelsea, and he played 100%?
Is that enough to suggest that he's going to be a world-class keeper? No, it's not. It's nowhere near.
But that's why you look at the season he had at Strasbourg. You look at that and you say, okay, can you build on it? And the answer was
there's got to be more.
Clear and obvious,
propping these players up. There's got to be more. They've got to show me more, bro. That's all I'm saying. There's got to be more.
What more could Petrovic
Bournemouth next season? Maybe he steps up and he becomes a good keeper for Bournemouth, and we see in the Premier League.
What more could he have done?
Sorry,
what more could Petrovic have done?
I don't know. He's not playing in the top league, isn't he? So
Kev.
He's not playing in the top league. It needs to be in the top league for me to make a judgment. The French league's not that.
So Maignan a shit goalkeeper because he doesn't play in England?
No, because the Italian league's ahead of the French league, isn't it?
PSG just won the Champions League.
Magnan's proven himself over a few seasons, not just one or two. Not just one. Magnan's consistently performed at the top level, not just one season in the French league.
Oh, I just can't believe that. Can't believe that you don't rate Petrovic. I really don't.
I haven't seen enough of him. I haven't seen enough of him, but that's what it is. 40% of one season is not enough for me to make a judgment on anybody, bro. It's got to be a level of consistency. And even in that season with
really consistent.
Yeah, even with the season under Potter, he didn't play enough for me that season. So I can't just prop him and say,
he wasn't at Chelsea under Potter. He wasn't our player when Potter was the manager.
Well, you said it yourself. You said it yourself that you played under Potter.
Poch, mate, Poch.
Oh, Poch. Well, there you got him. So like I said, I can't make a judgment of him, but right now, let's just see how he performs Bournemouth next season in the Prem, and I'll see a bit more of him, and then I can say if or not he's going to be this world class keeper, like you said. But for now, I can't say that, unfortunately. Let's just see. There's a question mark over him, but £25 million, I feel like that's a bit too less for a player. That if we held out a bit longer and held him onto him or loaned him out, could have probably potentially got 40 to 50 mil a season after. I feel like we've rushed it. Obviously not part of the plans. There's got to be another goalkeeper that we're bringing in, because if we feel Sanchez and Jorgensen are going to be the solution to the problems, we've got another thing coming. How can we still be here talking about Sanchez as our number one after 2 seasons of absolute disarray? You know, we've got to be looking to prioritise a good keeper for us to shore up the defence, because if we want to be talking about winning leagues and competing, your goalkeeper needs to be solid, and that's what we haven't got right now. We've got our keepers that are going to give away mistakes, leaking goals left, right, centre. Concentration levels are low. Like you said, the last game, if it wasn't for Cucurella having the discipline and the know-how, we would have conceded a silly goal just for Sanchez again. So what the hell are we doing here? We had the chance to sign Maignan. didn't get it across the line. Now we're selling your best keeper for 25 million. There's got to be planned for us to bring in a top stopper, as this is going to be a nightmare next year.
I mean, from what we're hearing, at least, it doesn't look like, it really doesn't look like we are going to be signing a goalkeeper. I mean, I'm surprised. I think that the plan that Chelsea have, God honest truth, is to just wait for Maignan contract to expire. I think that is genuinely what they're going to try and do. And when that happens, we'll obviously have competition from other teams who may or may not compete with us on the wage front. But I just think that's a little bit of a risky play. But obviously, whatever we do has to fit into our financial model. It's a really, really strange situation with regards to goalkeeper, because we're so happy with so many aspects of the team. And I am changing my tune a little bit, especially after what I've seen in terms of us finishing top 4, the Conference League, getting to the final, which people seem to think that it's a disgrace that I can be proud of Chelsea from where we've come from to then get to a Club World Cup final and be on the trajectory that I think it's a great thing. I think it's really, really good. If we lose the final, I am not shitting on the team. I'm not doing it. I'm not shitting on the team because we deserve credit for getting there. We absolutely deserve credit for getting there. But yeah, I mean, Fabrizio said another thing. He said, after Petrovic was sold to Bournemouth, Chelsea will proceed with Mike Pender's loan after the Club World Cup. Understand loan to Strasbourg, concrete, and the most advanced solution with Blueco side seen as an ideal solution. Chelsea believe Penders will be a future top goalkeeper. How many times have we heard, Kev, that we think that a certain player will be a top player in the future?
I'm hearing this shit, bro. What are we doing, bro, with these transfers, bro? What are we doing with these transfers, bro, at the minute? It's just ridiculous. It's embarrassing, ridiculous. There's no direction with it. And every single week, it just takes away. This is why I can't have a good feeling of a Club World Cup final. I can't have that good feeling about the club when we're just making the wrong decisions.
No, why can't you have a good feeling, Kev?
It's because the stuff off the field overshadows it, bro. The mess that this club have put us in, the debt that this club have put us in, the transfers, strategy, what they're doing, the players they're bringing in, getting rid of. They're not giving players opportunities. They're just getting rid of them, making profit.
You act like we went out in the league phase. I
don't get. It's just profit, bro. What we're doing? Where's the quality?
We're fully aware of that.
We've had 10 goalkeepers in the roster. We've sold 4. And we're still starting Sanchez in goal, and you expect me to be like, "Oh, well done, Chelsea! Oh, well done, we got to the Club World Cup final."
Yes, I do expect you to say well done for getting to the Club World Cup final. I don't expect you to say well done for Sanchez.
No, I'm not, because the stuff off the field is a mess, and the fucking clown lakes.
Hang on a fucking second. What stuff are we talking about? Because financially, we're in a great position.
No, we're not, Alex. No, we're not.
We just made about 80 million from this competition. We've made already the limit that UEFA want in order to register our players for UEFA competition.
You're not making profit. Okay, you're signing players for signing players' sake. What are we doing, brother? What do you think the way this club's going is going to be? Say in a couple of years' time, the way that we're going at the moment, and the signings that we're making, and the stuff that we're doing off the field. Do you feel like the club's going to be going in the right direction in a couple? I don't think so at all, bro. Not the way it's going, bro, at the minute. Because on the books right now, we've got Felix, we've got Sterling, we've got all these players that you signed. What are we going to do with them all, brother? We're not going to make a profit in none of them. So do you think the club's really in a good position, brother? I don't think so, personally.
Well, it's a large question. There's a lot to that question, mate. So, if we're being specific,
look at the players that we've still got to get off the books, bro. There's 15 players that reported back to Cobham last week. 15 players, bro.
Okay.
Chilwell,
You want to look at it
Diego,
like that.
Felix. What
So
we're
you don't
going to
think we'll
do
be
with
able
all
to
these
offload
players?
these players? Is that what you're telling me? You don't think we'll be able to offload them?
If we do offload them, are we going to make a profit or are we going to make a loss? So if you're making losses off these players, doesn't really matter what you've made from the Club World Cup because it's just going to balance itself out, brother. So what
But
was the
then
point in the
doesn't that
first
again?
place?
Doesn't that epitomise the importance of doing well in the Club World Cup to then balance the books?
So my idea is, what is the point going to the pinnacle of a cup and not going to win it because we're not going to win it? We just literally going to balance the books. What is the point in that? What is the point in going to represent the club just to balance the books?
What
Because
was
you've
the
made
point of
that much
getting to the
losses.
Champions League final in
That much losses.
2008, Kev?
Look,
What was
let's
the
be real on
point?
this. 75 million pound and Mikhailo Mundryk we've made a loss on. How many more losses can we take? And you sit here to me and tell me that the club's in a good finance situation.
Why did we get to the
we are not.
Carabao Cup final?
No, we're not. We're just balancing the books, bro. It's a shit show, bro. If you think the strategy right now has worked with the signing who's made and all the players that are coming right now, do
Kev,
you think
I mean,
it's worked?
if you're
Yes or no?
talking
Give me
to
a
me
clear
about
answer.
short-term success in recent times, i.e. this year, we did exactly what we needed to do. And we are ahead of our trajectory in this competition because nobody fucking expected us to do it. I mean, people said that they believed Chelsea could win it, but I don't really understand the logic behind that argument. And we've done it. I didn't think we'd get past the quarterfinals. I know Charlie didn't. Lewis has been banging on about how he thinks we can, but I mean, maybe that's just him, trying to be positive. It's a great position to be in the Club World Cup final. How can you look at it any other way? And Kev, you've seen me outside the stadiums talking about a number of these issues, or just even making videos anyway. If it's bad, I will say that, it's really, really bad. But I don't understand your argument, to be honest with you, mate. You're saying that things aren't good off the pitch. I mean, in terms of PSR, we're the best club in the Premier League.
Bro, it's just
PSR, mate.
I don't want to go back off what I said yesterday.
So be specific.
The run that we've had, it has led us to the final, brother.
No, you're talking about on the pitch. Well, I want to know what's going on off the pitch. I want you to be specific because I might agree with what you're saying, but I'm not understanding your point.
Players in Cobham right now on high. We've got Ben Chilwell's on 250k a week or something daft.
Yeah, and they didn't give him that contract.
That he spent 80 million pounds on. Yeah, that is out the team, out the squad banned.
Well, they can't control him doping.
£4 million. You more or less got a full team of 11 players at Cobham sitting there rotting, and you think that off the field work that these board members have done is good, brother. No, it's not. All these signings have been made by themselves, brother.
You've got to be more specific.
Down to Viega, down to Pet. All these signings have been made by Clown Lake. And you want me to sit here and say, oh, they're doing well here because they've sold Madueke for 22. Bro, this is not a profit club. This is a winning club. I don't care about how much profit they're making. I'm bothered about how we perform on the pitch and what clubs we are winning. Up until now, in this project, we have won the Europa Conference League, brother. That's the facts.
Fair enough.
We're back in the Champions League after 4 years for the first time, brother. So do you think we are doing well, brother? No, we are not. You're going to go back to Cobham. So Mares is going to go back to Cobham next year. Next week, he's got 14 players that he's going to try and get rid of, brother, including Jackson. He's not going to be happy. Amougou and the rest of them, brother. It's a shit show, brother. Let's be real. It's not good enough, bro. It's not good enough.
It's not a shit show. It's not. It's really not. You look at some of the players that we've got then. Okay, let's look at some of them. There are players that we're going to struggle to offload. I agree with that point. I do agree. But, if we can do good bits of business around the board, then it will be fine, mate. I look at players like Chukwuemeka, Ugochukwu, Alfie Gilchrist. I don't know if is he going on a permanent. I'm not sure.
We want to get rid of Arthur Gilchrist. We want to get rid of him.
Is okay? Disassi, Vega, Fofana.
There's so many.
A lot of these players, mate, and I don't see a lack of interest.
Washington, there's Washington as well. There's Chilwell, there's Sterling.
There's teams that are interested, right? So that there's clearly interest.
But what was okay? I see it as a business from a business perspective. Yeah, you want to make profit,
Kev, but I don't care.
This is what I'm trying to get to.
As long as we also strive for success.
Have Chelsea in the history, a long history to be correct, have we ever been a club that buys and sells players for profit? No, we are not. We are a team that buys the best. Simple as that. We are not a profit model club. We are not Brighton FC. We don't go and buy players and then make a little bits of profits of them. We go and win trophies. So this is why I believe it's a shit show, because the model that we are witnessing is not a Chelsea kind of model, bro. We're going back to Cobham next week. You've got 15 players that you need to get rid of. How the hell are we going to get rid of all these players? Are we going to even make profit off them? I don't know. This is what I'm trying to say, Alex. So you can try and say to me, oh, we got to the Club World Cup final, this and that and the other, but that's not good enough for the way this club's been run. Nowhere near, unfortunately. And that's just me speaking as a fan behind the last 10 years. Before Clown Lake, I've been a fan a long time, and we've never ever witnessed this club going through what they're going through now.
What, going to a Club World Cup final? Winning a European Cup? Getting Champions League football?
The standards are in the dirt, bro.
What, winning a European Cup is bad?
No, you're winning the European Cup. What European Cup did we win, bro? Okay. Not even the Europa League.
What cup are we about? What cup could we win on Sunday? The Club World Cup. Did Madrid get there? No. Did Man City get there? No. Al Hilal. All of these teams, none of them got there. We did. Why can't we just say, well done, lads, well done. You did a good job. What's the problem? There's no problem, Kev, saying we did a good job. Just like there's no problem saying that it was bad. People use the term flip-flop, yeah, because I am open to changing my opinion. I'm open to it. But like the fundamentals of my opinion is still that I don't really like Maresca. I'm not a big fan of him. I don't hate him. I did hate him at points last season. I really did. And I believe that, but I believed that he wasn't the right manager for us last season. I really believed that. I got proven wrong from a results perspective. In terms of the entertainment side of things, I do believe that there's, a lot that was, that still needs to change. If Maresca builds on this season, bear in mind he's got to a Club World Cup final already, which is above what we expected, so we can't criticize that. I mean, by the way, if he wins the Club World Cup, Kev, you should be on your knees for Maresca at this point, because you're saying we're a winning club and then he's won 2 trophies.
I was never Maresca from the first place, bro, because nothing was on him from the start. So I was always, even if we never had finished in the Champions League spots, I was always on the manager's side anyway.
Right. So, okay, that's fine then. Yeah, so again, like we agree on the fundamental. We know that the owners want to make money. We're fully aware of that. I mean, I've done stuff about the owners many times, hosted loads of shows about it, spoken about Egbarley, Feliciano, Bowley, interviewed Hansi Viss, got to speak to him about the stadium. And obviously we know about Mark Walter and Jonathan Goldstein as well. So, we've looked into these owners, we've dived in, and we understand what their priority is. We know that they want to make money. But the premise is if you're successful, you make more. That's the thing. We look at Mark Walter's value of his sporting groups. It's gone up by 100 million since this competition began because of the money that Chelsea have made, that the value of his company. So, they are making money, but they're not making money because we're losing, Kev. They're making money because we're winning. And I think they intend to try and continue to do that. I do believe that Clearlake care less about that than Bowley and that consortium. I do believe that, because I think Bowley wants to be here for a long time. And I don't believe that Clearlake do. I think by 2033, 2032, they will try and sell 100%.
Yeah.
But to sit here and say that we are a mess at this moment in time is a bit confusing, because we have been on an upward.
It is a mess, bro.
We've been on an upward trajectory.
It is a mess, because we, like I said, you're going back to Cobham next week. You've got 15 players that you need to get rid of. What are we going to, Alex? Just think about it. Just think. Just listen and think. You've got a squad now that you've taken to America. You're going to bring your squad back to Cobham, and you've got 15 players that you've got to mix in with players that are already there.
Don't have to.
You understand what I mean? So you saying to me that's not a mess.
No, they don't have to mix them. They separate them.
They want to go through the amount of players that we need to try and offload. That is a mess, and they have all been brought in through the new regime, not under Abramovich. So if you're telling me it's not a mess, it is a mess, bro. It's an absolute mess. So until we offload these players that we don't want, who they brought in to clear the books and make profit, it's going to be mess until them, because it is a mess, bro. And
how would you rate Chelsea's transfer window so far?
The transfer windows, this one so far up until now,
yeah,
pretty decent.
So why are we a mess, Kev?
Well, can I say that about the last few though, brother?
Well, January was poor.
So do you think the transfer windows that we've had up until now have been good?
Well, let's look at who we signed in the summer. We signed João Felix. That was a flop.
Yeah. Is he part of the plans now?
No.
One. There you go. Another one. Name another player.
Tosin. Good signing.
Decent.
Good signing.
Decent.
Neto. Good signing.
Name another one.
Neto.
Carry on. Another one.
I know that there's other players in there. We signed Mark Guy for 4 million. Easy profit.
Another one.
Vega. Easy profit.
Felix.
We've already said Felix. We also signed Jorgensen. Who else did we sign? We signed a lot. Oh, Dewsbury Hall. That was an overpriced signing.
Okay.
So I'll be honest with you, mate. Like when you look at people really take a lot of value out of the window we had last time. Yeah. I didn't have a big problem with that window.
The last three windows, let's be real, bro. They've been awful.
No, they haven't.
They've been awful, bro.
No.
The players that we signed are not even starting for us. What is the point?
They were awful from a short-term perspective.
What's the point signing these players if they're not a part of your plans for the foreseeable? Not if the Dewsbury Hall is the only player that is actually in the squad right now from your last two windows.
Neto, Tosin, Jorgensen.
Can you class Jorgensen as one because he's not going to start? Neto, yeah, I admit it, but the transfer window has been awful, bro. Look at the one in January. You got Amougou. He just put in there? He's off as well. So you sign another player. 3 months down the line, he's off again. So okay, for profitability, it's decent, but for a winning team who want to push forward and have some clarity and the direction of a top team, it's been awful because none of the signings that you're making are going to be, apart from Neto. That's Neto and Tosin. Neto and Tosin, the only players that we can say that are actually a key part of the plans out of how many millions of pounds you spend.
I mean, there's an argument to be made that Dewsbury Hall is a good player to have because there's not many players out there that can play to a certain level and be comfortable or happy, you would say, content playing like he does, not playing as many games. So mean, we haven't even spoken about Asugo. We signed Quenda as well. We signed Kendrick Pyers. We signed Esteval. Some really exciting players in there, Kev. I have no problem letting it out. I'm a big believer in, if you got to say it, say it. And then if you're wrong, you just basically, fair enough, I'm wrong. It's not a problem, And now you know that you were wrong, and it's not an issue. But to say that we are a mess right now is not true.
Oh.
It's totally false. And I'll run a poll on the chat if you want.
No, you can't change. I'm tunnel vision, but I don't care what the fucking chat says. I don't care. I'm seeing it from what I'm witnessing, bro. And so far, it's okay at best, bro. Win the Club World Cup, maybe my mind changes. But if we don't win the Club World Cup, we go back to Club. I mean, it's a fucking mess. The only way my mind will change is if we win stuff. And I said that already. Winning stuff overshadows the crap that we're witnessing. That's the only way that fans like me will jump on board of the project. If we're winning stuff and competing, and right now we've won a Club World Cup and finished top 4, bro. That's the only positives I can say. That's the only positives I can say.
What other positives could there have been?
Winning things, bro. What do you think? What else?
So we won.
What have we won? Club World Cup.
No, the Conference League. And we're in the final of the Club World Cup.
The Conference League. That's all. We've got to the latter stages of the FA Cup and the Carling Cup, the Carling Cup, and we've lost.
So now we know what we can build on. Yeah. Hindsight's a great thing, Kev. I feel different now than I did when we were in Newcastle. I feel different now than I felt at Brighton. And that's it's a refreshing feeling. It's nice. I literally felt, people criticize me for the way I felt about like when we sacked Poch, because we were told that we believed in a project. We messed up with Tuchel. We shouldn't have sacked him. We messed up with Potter. We brought in Lampard, another mistake. That's 3. And then Poch is this guy. He's the guy. And what's his speciality? What's Pochettino's speciality?
Developing young players.
Okay. So it's a fair appointment, isn't it? It's a fair appointment. I'm not sitting here saying that I think he's going to win us the Premier League, but I thought, we just finished 12th. This guy is surely going to help us improve. And we finished 6th, got to Carabao Cup final, got European football. Bare minimum. You can build off that. Then we sacked him. And I thought, we do not have a process because we just keep sacking our managers. And even when he did the bare minimum, we still sacked him. And then we bring in this guy called Maresca I've never heard of. And I'm supposed to be like, wow, what a great signing.
And Maresca
is a great manager.
Maresca, sorry, I forgot to mention, Maresca has been one of the shining, one of the shining parts of this project. Bringing him in, he's done absolutely well. There's no doubts in my mind that this guy has come in and look what he's done within his first year under all the pressure he's been under, and he's structured the team well, and he's got to the latter stages of 2 massive cup, well, 1 massive cup, let's say. So all credit to him, really. But like I said, if we don't win the Club World Cup, how can I just be happy with a 4th position finish and Europa Conference League, bro? Sorry, I just can't. I just can't be. I can't.
Sorry, can you say that last bit again? Can you say it again?
I said if we don't win the Club World Cup, how can I be happy with a top 4 position finish and Europa Conference League? That's not enough.
Because it was the bare minimum requirements, and we achieved that.
Bare minimum requirements. So what about the FA Cup? What about the League Cup? What about the Premier League?
So you want us to win the quadruple?
So you're just going to overshadow those things as well. It's like like I said, when we're winning major trophies, Alex,
But
that's when I
you've got to
think, oh,
appreciate the Conference League in a weird way was a major trophy for us because of
it's
our squad and our situation.
fucking hell, Alex, bro.
Just like the Carabao Cup would have been a major trophy.
It's different. Carabao Cup's more of a bigger trophy than the Europa Conference League.
What was harder to do? Get to the final of the Carabao Cup or win the Conference League?
The only team that we played at any standard, bro, in the whole competition, bro.
I do believe it's harder to win the Carabao Cup,
Yeah.
but I don't think that. Again, like I just don't understand why we're not on the same page here, because I've gone from, again, disliking the manager to being able to appreciate him to an extent and respect what he's done. I mean, you're still saying that you like Madueke and you think he's doing a great job, but yet you won't accept us not winning the Club World Cup. The manager has been given enough tools to go out and compete to get to this level of getting to a final. He's achieved that. We are by far the underdogs. So how can you say that you're not behind the project just because we don't win one match that we've probably got a 1 in 10 chance of winning anyway?
Well, you just got to look at the bigger picture here. You are right. We wasn't expected to get to the final. Hands up. I said quarterfinal at best. We are here now. We have got a decent enough team to compete. Like I said, I'm not expecting us to win. I've always said PSG are going to be favourites. You said to me the other day you'd be happy even if we lost 4-0. You'd still be proud of us getting to a final.
Yes,
that's not my mentality, brother. If
you're
getting to the final, you're getting to the final,
you're so black and white, Kev. You don't look at any context. What about the context? Am I happy Chelsea finishing 6th? No. But we finished 12th the season before. Am I happy Chelsea finishing 4th? Of course, I'd rather us win the league. But we finished 6th this year before that. Do I think the Conference League is a great achievement? Yeah, we should win it. But we didn't even have European football. So it's context. How can you not appreciate the situation we've come from to get to where we are?
Top 4 has been the major shining light. Let's say the Conference League for me.
You just said we're a winning club, and you're highlighting top 4.
Top 4 more. I said from the start, brother. The top 4 for me was better than the win in Warsaw.
It was harder to do.
Yeah, the top 4 for me was a bigger cup than anything, and we had to take it to the last game of the season to do it. I just believe this Club World Cup, like I said, if we win it, it kind of overshadows everything else going in the background. If we don't win it, we go back to the same mess that we are in, and that's a squad of 50 players and players that you need to get rid of, and it's just going to be hard work trying to get rid of them all. So if for you to say to me the club's not in the mess, yeah, it's going in the right direction, but we still are in the mess, bro, because you've got all these players that you got after books. We don't need it's just going to be hard work. It is going to be hard work for us to try and clear all this dead wood at the team, and I want to see how we hit it, because right now we've got rid of 3 or 4 players. There's a lot more players that we need to get rid of.
Fair enough. Terry says, anything else from here, Kev, as a bonus? Appreciate what you've got and where you are.
Yeah, but I'm listen. Don't get it twisted. I am very, very. Okay. I can't say very, very. I'm just going to be real. I am happy that we're in the final Sunday, but that's as far as it goes. You won't find me being excited just to be in the final. We're in the final. I want us to go and win it. That's it. I can't just be excited and praising the board members and praising the whole process because we're in the final. Doesn't mean anything. To get to the final, you've got to go and win it now. If we win it, then you'll probably, we'll change the tune then. But until then, bro, no. Just because you got to the final, what do you expect it to be like? Oh, we're in the final, well done. So what, bro? So what? So what, bro? It doesn't mean anything. Get to the final and win it. That's it.
Right. Let's fair enough, Kev. Fair enough.
I'm looking at the comments here, and people are saying I'm lacking the vision and the patience. I've been to most games for the last 4 seasons, bro. And you're telling me you got no patience. I've traveled up and down the country, and you're telling me you got no patience, bro. I have got patience, bro. I said when we went to the last game of the season at City, I'm going to give it 2-3 years to see where we're going. And I have to admit, it's going in the right direction. But still, there's still a lot of mess for us to deal with, brother. At the same time, doesn't mean anything. There's still a lot for us to deal with. And shit will hit the fan. Next week, we've got all those players to get off the books. It's not as easy as what it looks, bro. The club's in a mess right now. Irrespective of where we're at in the Club World Cup or Champions League, the club is in a bit of a mess. And the board members need to sort it out. They really do.
Fair enough. Okay, let's talk about a player that we haven't had a chance to talk about. Amougou. For those of you who don't know who, fucking hell. Sorry, mate. Just stumbled across this one very quickly. My God. Chelsea view Nicholas Jackson as a potential £100 million striker and aren't actively looking to sell. Chelsea want to keep Jackson and Delap as 9s and use João Pedro across the attack. My God. Oh, my goodness. I'll be honest with you. I was not expecting that one. Oh, that's great, Kev. £100 million.
I've seen it all. I have seen it all. But yeah, we woke up this morning. I sent you a screenshot there now about Jackson and obviously AC Milan being very interested in him. I don't think Jackson's worth more than 40 million right now.
I think honestly, Jackson.
40 million.
I think he's worth about 50.
40 million max.
Chelsea.
You've got to look at.
If I'm honest, I probably agree with Dead in the Water here. If you have an asking price as a club that don't need to sell, you put him at 60, but 55, I can negotiate that.
There's nothing about me right now suggests he's a £60 million player, bro. After the season he had last year.
Sorry, say that again.
The guy went 24 hours without scoring a goal, bro. Is that a £60 million player, bro? When there's players, the strikers in the Premier League, don't want to say his name.
£52 million player.
Okay, what do you get? What do you get paper from? I'm not going to say his name, but what do you get paper from?
Sorry,
what do you make paper from? What is paper made from?
Trees.
And what is trees? It's
what?
Wood. So Chris
Wood.
Oh,
fucking hell!
So I don't want to say his name. Chris Wood. Is he worth £60 million? A guy that scored twice as much goals as
it's a little bit different, Kev. It's a little bit different.
It's not a little bit different, no, bro. It's
not. He's in his 30s now.
Jackson is not worth 60. He's worth 40 million at max, bro. He's worth. The guy's awful, bro. He's worth 40 million at max.
No, he's not awful, mate. He's not awful. He's not the best player in the world, but he's not awful. If you look at what he's done at Chelsea, you have to say, in all of the Premier League games that Nicholas Jackson has played, he's played 65. He's been involved in 65 Premier League games, and he's been involved with 34 goal contributions. Okay,
a guy that went
that's over a 50% conversion.
24 hours is not awful. 24 hours about scoring a goal, and you're telling me that guy's not.
Palmer went like months without scoring.
Who's that?
Palmer.
Different conversation. He's not an out-and-out number 10.
What do you mean? It's the same point.
Number 9. He's not a striker. Doesn't matter.
He was our top scorer last year. What the fuck are you on about?
I just can't. I just don't see Jackson. I really don't see Jackson for the same minds you're looking for, bro.
Mate, he's not a starting striker.
I just
He's a
don't,
good
bro.
squad player. Can we agree on that?
Good squad player, but
Okay, so we agree.
our good squad players worth £50 million, bro.
To Chelsea, apparently. And we
Yeah.
get the money as well.
Got the blinkers on, bro. They're not getting
I mean,
60
look
million
at
pound
what
for
we,
him,
mate. You can't even say this is a one-off. We've done this before. We've done it with so many players that we've wanted to offload. I mean, to be fair, that was desperation with Mount and Havertz. I mean, I don't know how we got that done, but it's just this is why we get them on long contracts. Jackson's on like an 8-year deal now, mate. So he's not going anywhere anytime soon unless someone pays the money. And I believe that someone would definitely consider a bid of 40. Chelsea would back that off straight away. 50 would be like, okay, we can have a conversation. And 60 is 100% it's going to happen. And you've got to look at the inflation as well, mate. He went from being a relatively unproven player at Villarreal to a striker can bag you 15 goals.
Yeah.
How many strikers get 15 goals in the Prem this season? I don't know the number.
He got 15 goals in the Prem this year. Jackson did.
Last year he did. Not this season. This year he got 10 or 11.
Yeah. So he's gone backwards.
Yeah. No, he has. You're absolutely right.
I just feel like 35 to 40 million pounds. Take it and run. Just take it and run, bro. That's it. That's all I've got to say about Jackson. We spoke about him last night. I woke up this morning. He looks like we're looking to offload him. Teams around Europe and England are after him. Just get him gone, bro. He's not going to be good for the dressing room. I can see him being an Nkunku figure in the dressing room. One of the players that's going to be sulking because he's not getting the game time. Or it's all on him.
And Nkunku, is a weird one again. Yeah. I don't think you can compare Nkunku to Jackson. Nkunku is the polar opposite of Jackson.
No. But what I'm trying to say is Jackson will not be happy with the amount of minutes he's going to be getting next season because he's going to be getting next to the none.
He should have thought about that before he signed the contract. He should have thought about it. He's a professional footballer, mate. If he can't be professional, then it's just honestly, I think it's ridiculous. Live with it. You're getting paid regardless of whether you pay or not. Do you honestly think I care if you're really happy? Do I really care?
Yeah,
I don't.
I just feel like, I'm more for it. Just getting him off the books.
He's getting paid millions.
Yeah. So this Amougou guy, what are you on about? So what's the plans of him then?
He's going to go to Strasbourg, mate. He's going to Strasbourg on a permanent transfer.
Like we said originally, we knew that was going to happen anyway.
Yeah. But it's interesting as well because apparently, mate, Sancho, he was offered 180 to 200k a week. He rejected it.
Good.
I can't believe that.
Good.
What a greedy bastard.
No, not even. I'm happy. It's a blessing in disguise, bro, because his output last year was shocking as well. His work rate was shocking.
It was his best year in the Premier League.
He's only played, but he played for a Man United team, which half the season he was in the reserve team. So we can't go off his Premier League stats. But what we can go off is performances for Chelsea. And 80% of the season, he went missing, bro. He started a lot of games and it was copy and paste. Go down the left-hand side, cut back on his right foot and pass it back. And the times where he did have an opportunity, he'd either fluff his lines or overcross or whatever. So he wasn't up to the standard anyway, bro. So for him to reject £180 more for us, I'm happy that we never got to do a line because with the Gittins, though, I think Gittins has got a lot more potential than Sancho. I think he's a lot more direct and I think he'll do a lot better next season for me personally.
I do prefer having Gittins, to be fair, although we overpaid for Gittins as well. That was a rip-off. He's not worth 50 million. But listen, you do some good deals, you do some bad deals. People might not like some of the things they're doing. I think Chelsea are moving in the right direction. I just think it's strange to say otherwise. I really do. You might not be happy with everything we're doing, but you can't deny that we're improving. You cannot deny that. We're improving in terms of our starting squad, in terms of our starting 11. We're improving in terms of our ability to bring in players that are easy to then, get rid of if we want to, and recoup those funds. And if we don't, then we have our own solutions to try and recoup that money otherwise, which is loaning. And I think that Chelsea, you'll find that they will loan players for 2-3 years if need be in order to recoup those funds. And you might not like it, but
that's the way it is, bro. But like I said, Alex, initially, I said, look, it doesn't matter about what they're doing off the field with the loan projects and the profit model, etc. If we win trophies, it overshadows that. For me personally, I don't care what you do behind the scenes with your money and who you're spending it on, etc. If we go and win the Club World Cup, that will put me in a better mood with Chelsea. If we then go on,
put everyone in a better mood.
Yeah, of course. But this is me. I don't care about profit. I don't care about anything like that. It's not on me. I'm not seeing any in the money, so I don't give a shit. All I want to see is my team winning. This is what Chelsea's about, bro. So a Europa Conference League so far under their regime, can I be thinking in my head that this is a successful project right now? No, it's not, bro. It's not a successful project. Go and win the Club World Cup. Go and win the Premier League. Go and win a domestic trophy. Go and have a good run in Champions League next season. And then things will start. I can then say this time next year, the project's going well. But up until now, bro, it's not been. And that's just my opinion on it, bro. It's not been.
The project has been poor from a short-term perspective. That's true. But it's got better and better. No denying.
It's improving.
Every year
there is improvement. There is improvement.
Every year. Am I pushing your buttons, Kev?
I'm looking at the chat, man. The chat is fucking having me up today. The chat, they're fucking, they're saying, Kevin's going to take Moreta's better than Kevin's next take Moreta is better than Jackson. He fucking is.
No.
Moreta is better than Jackson.
No. Not for Chelsea. Not for Chelsea. Maybe you could say his career.
I'm not going to lie. Moreta was not a bad player. I just feel like he wasn't played in the right system.
I hated Moreta.
Bro, in the air, bro, that guy was a beast.
He had a great header. He had a great header.
Great header. Is this a bit too physicality side got the better of him?
It's funny, isn't it? Because he has a great header of the ball, but he was an absolute brilliant.
Yeah, he was a pussy. Yeah, he was. The physicality side got him. I remember he got bodied. Who did he get bodied against? Some player shoulder bars him and knocked him into 2050 in one game. I remember he was a pussy. But if Moreta could finish the ball, if he had an opportunity to finish, Jackson can't finish. So Moreta was better in different ways. Yeah,
that's true. By the way, on our poll, 78% of people said Chelsea is not a mess right now. 22% of people said we are. So majority of people say that Chelsea is not a mess at the moment.
It's only because, listen, okay, let me put, if we wasn't in the Club World Cup final and that question was asked, guaranteed the answers would be different. All of a sudden, just because we're in the Club World Cup final, everyone's like, what happens on Sunday if we get smacked 5-0? Guaranteed the same people in the chat, oh, this model's crap, oh, this and that. I will keep the same energy regardless, bro. That's the difference between me and them. I don't care. If we win it, my energy will change. If we lose, I'm just going to stick to what I know. And when we go back to Cobham next week, we've got 15, 20 players on the books that we need to get rid of, bro. Are you telling me it's not a mess? Yeah.
We'll see what happens, Kev. You must know the saying, fuck around and find out. And we fucked around. Yeah. So we're going to find out. So we will see what happens, mate. We'll see what happens. Guys, smash the like button as well if you haven't already. We've got just under 100 of you in here. Let's smash that like button before we round the show out if you haven't already. It helps the channel and it shows that you're enjoying the content and it encourages us to continue making it. Really appreciate him.
It's been a good. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a good conversation, and I feel
It's been a good debate, Kev. And I'm happy. I like debating you. You know what's nice? You and Lewis. I have the same thing with Lewis. I can debate, and it's not personal. It never gets personal. That's a nice thing, mate. You know?
It's all Charles. Bro, we'll never get I got nothing to get personal about you, bro. I love you. You're my very, very good friend outside the channel, bro. Got nothing bad to say about you. But when it comes to Chelsea, I just feel like just got different views and stuff, bro. I just want this club winning things and being the version of old. Okay, it takes a lot of patience. A lot of people in the chat say, "Oh, Kev, you're not patient," but I have been very, very patient. 3-4 years I've been going, not every week, not like yourself, but most weeks traveling everywhere, getting in trouble with the whatever. I'm not going to go into personal stuff, but you know what I mean. It's not been, and I still do it because I love Charles and I've been very patient. And I have to admit, hand in hand, the club is slightly going in the right direction, and that's because the top 4 finish. The Europa Conference League, not so much. We're in the Club World Cup final Sunday. If we win that, my feelings will then change a little bit, but it doesn't overshadow the fact that we've got all these players in the books. What are we going to do even more, brother? Is that not a mess to you? There's 15 players, Disassi, Viega. There's like a full squad of players.
We'll see what happens at the end of the window.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, big up to you, Kev. And big up to everyone else that's been watching. Really appreciate your time. Sorry we haven't been able to go through more of the comments, but me and Kev have just been going back and forth.
I have to say, I've just been getting smashed in the comments tonight. I've just been getting smashed, but I don't care. It is what it is. I just say how it is. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to say how it is. And like I said, hopefully Sunday we can win it because the fans will probably see a lot happier version of Kev. You won't see me. I'm not happy unless we win. I'm not happy unless we win. But if we win, that's it. I'm happy. If not,
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, big up to you, Kev. And big up to everyone as well. Smash the like button, and we will catch up very soon.